Today at the weigh-ins for UFC 285, Geoff Neal missed weight for his fight against Shavkat Rakhmonov. He missed by 4 pounds and will be fined 30% of his purse. Cody Garbrandt has been in a rough patch in his MMA career. In 2016, Cody defeated Dominic Cruz to become the new bantamweight champion. At the time, Cody was undefeated and looked unbeatable. However, since, Cody has won just 1 fight out of his last 6. Leading up to his fight this weekend against Jon Jones, Cody is determined to turn his career around. He went on to say, "This is the best I've felt in years. I'm excited to go out there and showcase my skills on Saturday. I'm a former world champion. I had that going on. I'm looking to rebound from the skid that I have going on. I understand that there's ups and downs in life and just keeping the balance. I just need some momentum. You saw what momentum did in 2016. I went from unranked to a world champion. All it takes is 1 fight at a time and then the snowball effect, and I'll make it back to the top. Honestly, it's always been like that. I've had doubt since I was born. I was born into dirt. My mom was a single parent. We weren't supposed to make it this far. So I just keep proving everyone wrong, staying humble, and do what I need to do. I just go in there and train every day and get better. Also understand that it happens. It's a fight, you know. This is a game of inches. Sometimes you might get caught. And luckily I was 11-0, champion, 25 years old. I truly believe that I have a lot of fight left in me. As long as the passion and hunger is there, the sky's the limit." Georges St-Pierre's coach Firas Zahabi reveals he was going to corner Jon Jones for his fight against Shogun Rua. However, Georges St-Pierre shut it down. Firas said, "I love Jon. Me and Jon used to be really close friends, back before he became world champion. Before he fought Shogun, I trained him many times. He used to live in Montreal. We spent a lot of time training together. However, when he fought Shogun, I was supposed to be in his corner. Georges St-Pierre also had a title fight coming up, and George asked me, 'Don't go, because I need you here. I don't have anybody to replace you,' so I stayed. And that kind of put a rift between us a little bit. I have to prioritize George over Jon. I knew. I was so confident he was going to win. I was so confident Jon Jones was going to crush Shogun. So confident. I even talked to him. I said, there's nobody in the world that's going to change the result of this fight. I don't care who's in whose corner. Lo and behold, he wins. Guys, don't forget he is the youngest man to ever become a world champion in the UFC. Don't forget. I told you about how talented he is." Leading up to UFC 285 this weekend, MMA Junkie interviewed Francis Ngannou. Francis discusses Jon Jones' comments from earlier this week. He went on to say, "Personally, I don't have any problem with Jon Jones. I think we all know that Jon Jones has multiple personalities, and sometimes it's even hard for him to figure out who he really is, and I don't have nothing to do with that. I think in this fight we could have been on the same side, instead of fighting against each other, which is exactly what the system wants, to divide the most, to conquer. So I'm not really into that game. I see clearly what's happening. I understand very well what's happening, and I wish them all the best, I'm happy I got what I wanted. Hopefully they get what they want. Hopefully he'll end up at peace with whatever he has that changed his mind. But I'm good, man. I don't have time to spend on drama. I just have a beautiful future ahead of me, and I'm going to be focused on that and be grateful for what life has offered me." Jon Jones and Israel Adesanya both picked against each other for their upcoming fights. Here's what Jon had to say in regards to Izzy's upcoming rematch against Alex Pereira.
I believe Pereira's going to win again. There's some athletes that just have other athletes' number. And he works hard, and I'm rooting for him. I believe he's going to do it again.
After that interview was released, Izzy posted a YouTube video breaking down UFC 285. Izzy said, "If you want to wake up for a guy in the morning, this is the guy. Ciryl Gane, he's game. This is a guy to wake up for. I think because of activity, to be honest, and who he is, I'm going to go Ciryl. But I won't be surprised if Bones wins. I can't front. This is that fight. Jones is out for 3 years. Gane's been active. He's a new breed of heavyweight. He's light on his feet. Very mixed striking. Good grappling. People forget just because Francis took him down, but I think that's the element of surprise as well. Francis is strong as and knows how to wrestle, so when Gane wasn't expecting it, he thought he was going to have to bang with Francis because that's what Francis is known for. Gane can grapple, man. The way he fights as a heavyweight, he's so light. He does the oblique kick well. Great footwork, good submissions so far. Real random ones like a heel hook. Good leg kicks as well. Jones is wrestling. That's his superpower, isn't it? And range control. The thing is, 3 years ago, bro. 3 years away from the game is a hard ask for any man just to be away from fighting for that long. There's a few, special few, that can actually off and come back and still look great. And I feel like Jon's one of them. But again, when you talk about special few fighters, trust me, Ciryl's one of those guys as well. Daniel Cormier says that Jon Jones does not punch hard and will need to rely on pure skill to defeat Ciryl Gane. On the DC and RC show, DC said, "I think he's going to have to use his skill. Because I tell you this right now, Jones did not punch very hard. Like, that was one of the things that stood out about him. Now, he kneed hard, he kicked hard, he elbowed hard. He did a lot of things very well. But in terms of his punching ability, he didn't have jarring power. Now, gaining 30 pounds, maybe he gets a bit of a heavier punch, but he will never match Ciryl Gane in terms of punching power. He's going to need to use his skill in order to do this. Here's the issue. Ciryl Gane possesses a lot of those same skills. He can stand on the outside and fight, he can pot shot you from the outside, and he does possess jarring power when he does land. Jon Jones always had a bit of size advantage over a lot of guys that he fought at 205 too. That's going to be missing, but when you look at Jones, he looks bigger. But a lot of the weight is up top. His bottom half still looks pretty slim. You look at Ciryl Gane, it looks like somebody stuck an air pump in that dude's mouth and just started pumping. He looks huge, but he only weighs about 250 pounds. He's not heavy, he's just lean, he's ripped, and he's big and he's strong. This is a very big challenge for Jon Jones. Here's Dana White's latest edition of kItFriday. This time Dana has a butter chicken burrito.
What's up, everybody? It's kItFriday here at UFC headquarters, and today we will be trying the butter chicken burrito. Make a sauce by cooking together butter, diced tomatoes, cashew nut butter, Greek yogurt, paprika, garam masala, turmeric, salt and pepper. On the tortilla, lay out some cooked rice and butter chicken and roll it up. All right, everybody, here we go. The butter chicken burrito. If you like Indian food, actually, you like Indian food, you like Mexican food, you will love this. The butter chicken burrito, absolute winner. So good.
Speaking of Dana White, Dana recently made an appearance on Bussin' with the Boys and discussed the backlash he gets for promoting Power Slap. Dana said everything that's negative that's being said is an attack on me. It's me that these guys are attacking, and it's not the actual slapping. The media, it's all about me, okay? They want to f me. That's why they're saying what they're saying about slap. This shit was going on. This has been on the internet since 2017 when I first saw it. There's 350 million views, but I'm the only f***ing guy who has seen it. There's no stories written. There's no, oh my god, this is horrible. How's this on social media? Children are watching this. This has been going on since f***ing well I noticed in 2017. It could have been before that for all I know. But now it's horrible and it's a tragedy and it needs to go away. And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post future ones. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. These comments are in reference to the photos of Ciryl Gane, where it appears that his right hand is very swollen. The first one says, please don't let this fight be called off. The second one's from Nick Tank. It says, I don't believe Jon is injured, but that hand of Gane is concerning. I recently broke my hand and that is no joke. It feels weird. And the final one's from Nick. It says, if the loss is overturned, at least Hamill won't have to hear about it. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured on the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. If you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen to get caught up. And make sure to go subscribe to our second channel where we post our exclusive MMA interviews.